Hi Gemini, this is Jill and welcome to Tarot by the Sea. This is your reading for February 2018. I am using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I'm also using the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay, let's have a look and see what we have for you. I'm so sorry the videos have been inconsistent. If you've watched before, you'll know that we've had builders every so often now. I've got a plasterer in. It's Sunday morning, and I've got a plasterer in who's basically doing the bathroom. And every so often he has to mix up plaster, so if loads of noise starts, that's what you're doing. Hopefully it'll be towards the end, and then we can just finish off. So, this is your reading for February 2018. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is always a great start, isn't it? You may be at the end of something though, because you have a 10. Oh my goodness. If you've watched my weeklies, I have a new guide, I think, because my cards are flying everywhere, but it's also changed the readings entirely, and they're far shorter than they were before. So I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a good thing. Oh my goodness, okay. 3 of Wands. Please calm down. Not you guys. I think you're alright. Yeah. February. Okay. Right, on the bottom of the deck, Temperance. So you're getting your balance. Right, where is my other deck? Is that one? I've got six decks like on the floor all around me. It's absolutely crazy. Actually, I've got 6 decks out and I've got 3 in boxes as well. So it's like, how am I going to do my reading this time around? I'm not going to tell you much about the cards because I know some people don't like watching the shuffling bit. So just fast forward if you don't. That's what I always do. The cards that you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the King of Swords, you have the 3 of Wands in reverse, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the 7 of Wands, you have the 10 of Swords, and you have the King of Pentacles. Okay. That's in that deck, and we'll see what comes out in this one. You have Justice. Justice and Temperance are very much very, very similar cards to me. You have the King of Spring on top of the King of Wands, and on the top of the King of Swords, and you have the King of Wands on top of that. So. And we have Release, Let Go of the Past. 7 of Winter. 10 of Spring. And Queen of Autumn. Okay, you have the Ace of Spring. Okay, the Ace of Spring is the Ace of Wands, so passionate new start. So it's time to take action, be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. This could be a career reading, it could be a love reading, it could be any old reading, okay. The energies come in and basically you fit them in where they fit into your life. So it seems to be being kept quite general. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you may be ending something as well, but things are going in your favour one way or the other, and you have Justice. Okay, that's an 8 card. It says, time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Okay, fair and objective decisions. You're getting balance. Things are working out in your favour. You have 2 people. This may be you. It may not be you. Okay, the King of Swords may be you, and the King of Wands may be somebody else, but you may have fire in your chart as well, because maybe that's just how it goes. King of Swords, very logical, very analytical, okay, doesn't put up with any BS, will cut it out as soon as possible. That tends to be in the reverse. Very intellectual, very, very clever, yeah, very logical. Then you have the King of Spring. King of Wands is like, oh my goodness, innovative, inspiring, wise and theatrical. He's also dynamic and he moves forward and he gets things done. They call him the Action Man King, okay, he gets things done. Financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So if this is you, yeah, you're getting things done in a very logical way. Yeah, very logical, very analytical, very clever way. Okay, that's what you're doing, and good for you. Whatever you're doing though, you're not waiting for your ships to come in. Maybe you're just not waiting. Maybe you're just getting things done. Okay, so maybe you're not waiting for your ships to come in. But for some of you, it's just like, it's time to move on. You're releasing. Okay, it says release. Last, an ending that makes way for new opportunities and time to move on. They're slightly conflicting cards, aren't they? Okay, one's time to move on, one's not waiting for anything, I suppose. Maybe you've given up on waiting for your ships to come in and it's time to let it go. It's just time to let it go. So you're cutting it out, you're moving forward really, really quickly. Okay. Could be to do with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, could be to do with the Queen of Pentacles. You may be being the Queen of Pentacles, but it doesn't sound like it if you're being the King of Swords. The Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing, and she's very loving, and she's very all those things, and she's very stable and grounded and things like that. The King of Swords is not those things. Okay. If you had the King of Pentacles, then yeah, fair enough, but you're not being soft enough to be the Queen. And it says the Seven of Winter is the Seven of Swords. Okay, and it says there's a better way, not seeing things clearly, running away from the truth. And it's time to move on. So whatever's happening, maybe this Queen of Pentacles isn't seeing things, isn't seeing the truth and is running away from it. Okay, isn't seeing things clearly. Maybe there is a better choice than the Queen of Pentacles is the other option. Or maybe the Queen of Pentacles is the better choice. So maybe what you're cutting out, you're replacing with the Queen of Pentacles, or perhaps the Queen of Pentacles is being replaced by something else. You may be blocking someone as well. You may be defending yourself. Okay, you may be having to defend yourself. You may have a lot of communication coming in, and you're just like, okay, prioritizing. We have this, and we have this. Okay, so maybe you've got a lot of information coming through and you're just focusing on the things that's important. And it's ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. This is the Ten of Spring, which is a Ten of Wands, okay? So basically you've got all these burdens, but you're at the end of that cycle now because it's a 10, you've gone from the Seven of Wands to the 10 of Wands. But it could be that there's so much coming in for you that you're having to cut it out. All right. Maybe somebody's blocked you, or you've blocked somebody else, and it's making you feel overburdened. Maybe you're blocking someone because you're feeling overburdened as well. And here we go with the Queen of Pentacles again. She's back. She's back at the end of the deck. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can make your dreams come true. Now we did have ask for help from others, and maybe this Queen of Pentacles is stepping in to help, and we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the King is looking at the Queen. Okay, so maybe in this bit, maybe the Queen of Pentacles was the better choice. But you're feeling stabbed in the back. Yeah, you have the Ten of Wands and you have the Ten of Swords. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles is stabbing you in the back. Maybe you are stabbing them in the back. Maybe you're just feeling exhausted. This guy has just got so much coming at him. Okay. You had the Ten of Wands and then you had the Ten of Swords. There are so many, maybe you had loads of messages coming in, maybe there are lots of ideas, and again, it's the same thing. Swords are communication. Maybe there is so much communication coming in that you're just cutting it off, and this is where you're blocking someone. Okay, but that comes after. Maybe so much communication is coming in from this Queen of Pentacles, yeah, because you decided that there was another choice. And maybe the Queen of Pentacles is now the King of Pentacles because she's not being so nice and nurturing either. But if she was being nasty, you would imagine it would be the Queen of Swords, or you would imagine it would be something like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. That you'd imagine it would be a reversed card, but it's not. The Queen of Pentacles is quite stable. However, for some of you, if you are the King of Pentacles as well, perhaps you and the Queen of Pentacles need to sort out money, so there's a lot of communication coming in, maybe from solicitors and things like that as well. So, what I'm going to do, because this has been really, really short, again, these readings are really short at the moment. Oh. I'm going to pull you 3 decks from the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine as well. You have the Knight of Air, yeah. You have the Knight of Swords as well. You have the Lovers. You have the Magician in reverse, and you have the Ace of Water. You have an opportunity for love here. It says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, and a new home. Or a new home. Okay, so you're back in this Swords energy. Okay, it's communication again. You had the King of Swords, now you have the Knight of Swords. It says events that will occur at great speed, time to carefully review your options and creative solutions. Okay, and that's on top of not seeing things clearly. Perhaps the information about this Queen of Pentacles comes in quickly, and you know. On top of the blocking and the Kings, where you're behaving logically and in control, you have the Lovers. And it says intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions. Carefully weigh your decisions. Intellect or passion. Okay, intellect or passion. And then work. The whole thing's just overwhelming you. Okay, so maybe you're blocking someone, and maybe you're making the decision very intellectually. Okay, you could be being quite cold. Right, and then we have the King of Fire. So that's the King of that's the King of Spring again. Okay, that's the King of Wands again. So you have this repetition. You have the King of Wands, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles twice. You have the King of Wands twice. Okay, you have release. You have not waiting for your ships to come in. You have the King and Queen of Pentacles. You have the King of Fire. So maybe you're following your passion rather than your pentacles. Okay, and you're not waiting for your ships to come in. And you're not manifesting anything either, because you have the Magician in reverse. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm going to leave it there. It's a very short one, and I'm sorry, but there doesn't seem to be anything else that needs to be said. So I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.